Hello, how are you doing? I'm here today with a monstrous coloring video.
The other day I got comfy as it got cold outside, got myself a cup of tea, lit a candle, scrolled through Instagram and stumbled upon the Monster Mash coloring challenge hosted by Erica from Elm Colors. A quick look in my Halloween coloring books gave me the perfect excuse to stock up for this Halloween season. So let's go over to my coloring table and take a closer look.
Are you as excited as I am? I'm here to show you today what pictures I colored for the challenge in these books and what pictures I didn't in the end.
So these are the 4 final books I considered coloring in for the challenge. Of course, I had not enough time to color in all of them. So in the end, I did choose 2 of them. I chose the Morning Scribbles Halloween edition and I chose the Spooky Portraits one. But I will show you the other ones nevertheless, because maybe you want to color in them or you haven't seen them by chance. Yeah, so let's get them over here and start with Chris Ryniak's Morning Scribbles. This is actually a book series, so I already colored in the first one and I really liked it. And that is why it was a no-brainer for me that I would color in the Halloween edition. And what was really good was I found all the 5 prompts in this book. The 5 prompts were skeleton, vampire, demon devil, grim reaper, and witch. So let's take a look. The first one is the skeleton. I really like him. I don't know if he's a gold digger or if he's digging graves, but his little worm in the head, and yeah, I thought he was really well thought through, and I really like to color him. I used alcohol markers on this page and in the whole book. So I layered it and then I repeated the color in a second layer on the given highlights in grayscale. I think they worked sometimes better than other times. Sometimes you can't really see them, but I know they are there because I see them on the back of the page. The second one in this book is the Grim Reaper, the Pumpkin Grim Reaper to be precise. I really like his little tooth. I think he looks quite cute and still spooky a bit, don't you think? Here we have the sneaky vampire. He's a sneaky sweet vampire. I stuck to the color scheme given in the post. She showed this color for the vampire as an option and I really liked it. I also used a white pencil to give it just, a bit of look of candy paper. I don't know if it worked really well, but that's what I tried. And I mean, if he'd ring the door on Halloween, I wouldn't say no. This witch we were actually debating at home because my husband thought it is an octopus, whereas I thought it's a root, and that's why I colored her as a root. And I actually used a technique I learned the other day, that if you have a fire glow, then you just use yellow on the sides where it's glowing and don't go over with a other color, because before I was using a lighter color and a darker color, but I think this gives a much better effect. Then last but not least, we have the devil, which, I mean, a devil is red. And he's got his little ice cream over here. Yeah. And also, you will notice I use this flame technique a lot. Actually, I may show you what I colored in the Spooky Portraits next, so you can see what I mean. So this is the Spooky Portraits by Alexandra Franzese. I really like her coloring books, but this one actually especially. So when we turn to the first page I colored, you see what I meant by I used this flame technique a lot. I think I've overdone it a bit at this picture. It's a lot of flames, but yeah, I kind of like it. I used a gel pen from Sakura. I think it's the Moonlight edition. They are a bit sparkly, and I just used it to have a little effect. The second page I colored in here is the vampire. Actually, I based it on Hotel Transylvania, which I really like the movies. And she's got black hair and black clothing all along. And yeah, that's what I did. Then those vampires also have the red inside their clothing. So that's what I did as well. The third one really reminded me of Red Riding Hood. And that's why I colored her all in red. And I think you can't really differentiate between those two reds, but in the end, I wasn't very mad about it. I like it. I still like it. Yeah, the next one I colored is the skeleton. And here, for the first time, I tried to give it a background design. And yeah, I just used some drops and I pictured him in a theater or something like that. Although with his head, he's more like a farmer. But I really like how it turned out. Yeah, and last but not least in this book is the witch, where I tried to decorate these bubbles a bit. And I had a little mishap with drawing a line too much, but I think with the acrylic marker I could cover it up quite okay. So that's all the pages I colored. And then I told you I did consider 2 other books, and those were also Alexandra Franzese ones. So the first one is a cute and spooky coloring book she published under Jade Summer. It's actually the book I own with the most colored pages in it, I think. Whereas Spooky Vibes I got new this year because I was always thinking about adding it to my collection, but I never did. So as I wasn't able to find all 5 prompts in this book, I simply ordered the Spooky Vibes and also the Spooky Portraits just to match it up, but in the end decided to only color in Spooky Portraits. So let's have a look at Spooky Vibes. Here I was able to find 4 prompts, and those were the Grim Reaper with a unicorn, actually. Very cute. I actually think it's in the portrait one as well, because some of the pictures double. So not really double, they are different. So you really, yeah. See, that's the unicorn, but not with a Grim Reaper. So I've mistaken that. But yeah, sometimes you see that that she repeated a little bit, but always differentiated. So you have very much fun to color in it. And the second one is the vampire, which actually also is in the cute and spooky coloring book. I think it's the second one. No, sorry, the third one. Sorry. So she colored it as a bear and then drew it as a bunny. I'd say I like the bear more because he's more inside of it, whereas the bunny is looking like it is falling down in it or getting out of it, but that's only personal preference. All the other pictures are mostly very different. So the third one I was able to find in the Spooky Vibes was a witch, which actually you can find 3 witches if you like to. And this is the witch who's making some breakfast. And then I think there's a cat witch in the end of it. Yes, this one. So if you would like to find a witch, there's no problem in this book. And the 4th one I found in this book was the skeleton, but honestly, he's in a summer setting and I just didn't feel the vibe, and so I didn't choose to color in this book. What I thought about was doing just a witch out of here because I wasn't able to find a witch in cute and spooky. You could consider one of the pictures a witch, but first I already colored it, and second, she's got a witch head, but she's not really doing a witchy thing, so I wasn't sure whether it would count. So I just left it out. So the 4 I found in this book are the skeleton, which is a rocking skeleton, and I really like him actually. I could have done the flames here as well, don't you think? The second one I found was the demon devil as a dog, which is actually really cute. So if I've got the time to do some more, I probably will color in this book. The third one we already saw is the vampire one, which I find really awesome. And then the last one is the Grim Reaper, actually with a skeleton dog. So it's a double skeleton. Yeah, but that's it. That's all of the books I considered. That's all of the pages I colored. So thank you, Erica, for this wonderful monstrous challenge. It was a lot of fun. You all will find her color alongs for the challenge and her channel in the video description. Thank you all for watching this video. I appreciate you being here. If you made it till the end, please leave a bone in the comments. And yeah, see you next time. Bye!